Lydia Daydahl, Fight Connect TV, backstage here at Boxer in Coventry. We are proudly sponsored by ESBC Boxing Game in association with Empire Fight Store. I'm delighted to be joined here by spectator tonight, but always good to see you, SHAKAN Pitters. How are we feeling?
I'm good, thank you very much. I'm just here, supporting the boys in my gym and things like that.
See you ringside.
Yeah, well,
can't buy those seats. You can't buy those seats.
Well, anything can happen, you just gotta play your cards right. But nah, obviously I got a good relation with Boxer and the team here as well. Obviously being someone who's won the tournament and just knowing them gently, Ben and everyone, so they look after me well, to be fair.
Near enough to home to you as well?
Yeah, it is, yeah. It's literally only, 30 miles down, so Birmingham, the lovely home of Birmingham.
I'm learning all these spots now. I'm getting used to the UK. I know where everything is. It's good, it's good. But listen, let's talk about your own career, because this is the first time I've had you on Fight Connect TV, so welcome. And what's going on? What's happening for SHAKAN Pitters right now?
There's a lot obviously going on in general with obviously getting us fighters out and things like that. But I'm just literally just being busy in my gym. I'm hoping to have some fight news soon. As a lot of people already know, they made me and Dan Azeez mandatory. So that goes into purse bids. We'll find out potential dates on that, and then hopefully we'll have some fight news. More fight news then.
Listen, this is the kind of part of boxing that a lot of fans don't really understand. They you see them online get frustrated. When are you fighting? Why aren't you fighting? And they don't really understand that there's so much that goes in contractually to kind of setting up fights.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's not as easy as just going to a corner shop and picking up a milk for the day or anything, a bottle of milk. There's a lot goes into it, as you say, the business side, and I've learned that more as I've been involved in the game myself, the business end of boxing, and it has these lapses. This is my first probably lapse thinking in my career where it's been where I had to be a bit more patient, and of course COVID, but it's part of the game. Whatever it is, whenever the day is, I'll be ready, I'll make sure, and that's it. I don't really need a fight date to gear me up to stay in the gym and do what I do, because I'm passionate about it, so I'm all good.
Listen, as you say, the game is the game. There's some good points and there's bad points in this game, as we all know, for all of us. But is it as you expected? When you turned over, when you look at your professional career now, is it as you imagined it would be?
Not as really, because a lot of it is hidden. When you're an amateur, everything's done and made there for you, you know what I mean? When you're a professional, your choices affect you going forward, what choices you make. So you've got to be wise, and you've got to literally monitor the decisions you make and things like that as a professional. But I'm learning it, I'm enjoying the journey, and I just know what I've got to do. I've got to focus on what I can control, which is in the gym. I've got a lot of management team business end who can focus on that, as well as myself, because I do handle my own business as well. And we'll go from there, really.
And also some public speaking as well?
Some public speaking, yeah, I don't mind doing a bit of that.
That's good to see. Yeah. Was it in a local school that you were in recently?
Yeah, so I believe using my platform, especially with what I'm doing, it's vital to a lot of the young children, and a lot of people don't understand. For example, they may not understand straight away what direction they want to go in, which in their life. But I feel like someone like myself, I like to say I'm relatable, because I go into school, I walk in young, they're probably looking at me. I'm from the same city, I've not had no silver spoon, whatever. And I just tell my story and just give them, let them know that they genuinely can do it, because if I can do it, they can do it. It's all about their mindset, and that's it, really. So I like to go to schools. I'm going to my old school, my old secondary school this week, and a few colleges, and I may have a university as well lined up. So I'm doing many public speaking in many different genres.
What's that like going into your old school? Because I get a shudder even thinking about going through the front door in my school.
I've not walked into my old school since I left it. So to go in it now, I got invited because they're having a graduation and they're recognizing the things that I've done, and I'll be a good member to be there and just share my journey in the school, and also share my journey and my path in life now with boxing. So it's been an honor for them to obviously call me back and things. Some of the teachers I may have a nibble at, because there were some who obviously I'm not saying necessarily doubted me. I know that's the cliche thing all the rappers say, but it's just something where they kind of labeled me as this bad kid in a way. But I was good at school, I got my grades. So but it's all friendly banter, obviously we'll talk, and I'm looking forward to just making an impact on the schools events what they've got going on for sure.
Listen, you have to be congratulated for it because it does make a massive difference and it makes an impact for these young kids, and you don't have to do it, so congratulations. But listen, I won't take too much of your time. I tracked you from enjoying the fights. But listen, let's talk very, very quickly before I let you go. River just had obviously an incredible fight with Tyler Denny. What's your immediate reaction to that fight?
It was a very close fight. I know both, I do know both of them, but obviously River's more close involved in my gym and things, but I have known Tyler as well for a long time. It was a brilliant fight. Both of them, they put whatever they had on the line. And this is the thing in boxing, you've got to make that step. You make them up short. We walk a tightrope every time we go into the ring. You make them up short. They both delivered a brilliant, amazing fight, which I'm sure men like Twitter, Instagram, everyone will be talking about this fight. And they may have possibly stole the show. You just don't know, innit? But he'll learn a lot from that. I told him, I said, you'll learn a lot from that fight, you know how the end of losing feels, and you won't want that, you don't want to feel like that again. But it's not a bad thing. This is what I'm saying, like boxing, these things can happen. Sometimes as fighters, we're hard on ourselves because of the whole Mayweather, the path what is put. But at the same time, we all want the best. We all want to win. And when you were in training camp, and I'm sure all he had on his head, like I have in my head in training camps, is winning. There's never any time you wake up you think, oh, I don't mind losing. So that's all on your head. So when you're drumming that in your head naturally, and then it doesn't work out, of course it's going to hit you hard, and being your first loss, maybe it will hit him a hard bit, but he's going to generally learn a lot from that. It was an amazing fight. His name will go up. Everyone will know more about him and things like that, and be talking about him, and maybe involved in some good fights again. And I'm sure a lot of people may even want to see that again. So congratulations to both guys, man.
We might add commentator onto your resume. You've done very well there.
Secret. I've done that. I've done one or two fights.
Man comes media trained.
Yeah, I have done. I'm not media trained. Now I say what I want. I'm bad at it. But I have done a bit. I've done a bit, obviously, with a few of the Hennessy shows.
Obviously, you have the experience as well. But listen, I won't keep you too much longer. Thank you so much. Great to speak to you as always. SHAKAN Pitters for Fight Connect TV. Thank you very much.